All right, great Sunday morning, everyone. Great Sunday recharge. Hope you're doing well. Cesar Moscato Jr. with Manufactured Home Sales Mastery. In with our 15 minutes of mastery that we do each and every day to get your day started off on the right foot with some information, inspiration, and motivation. And folks, I am coming to you live from right here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. That's why we're running late this morning, man. Live from Albuquerque, New Mexico, where we are here for the week. Made the drive up yesterday from San Antonio. Got in late last night. We had stops along the way and just had a really great time with the family as we were making our way up here. Let me turn this around, man, because this is awesome. Oh, sorry, wrong button there. I want y'all to see something here because this is cool. Let me if I can figure this out. Here we go. Let me turn this around. Look at that view. It's just a great view from the Airbnb that we got out here in Albuquerque. We're spending the week out here, but I wanted to come in and just talk to you about gratitude and why gratitude is important. Why gratitude is huge when it comes to being able to have success, have long term success, and being able to continue to build. Because there will always be hard times. There's always going to be things that are going to make things difficult. There's always going to be things that are going to just be stressful at times, a lot of times. And so, just like Tony Robbins says, when you are grateful, fear disappears and abundance appears. So, when you're grateful, fear disappears and abundance appears. It's so important to realize that when we get nervous, right? Let's say you got a situation, pipelines dwindled, maybe you're just not getting as many appointments as you used to. Whatever the case may be, a lot of times we may start to grip, right? We get nervous, we start freaking out, we start wondering what we're going to do, how are things going to play out? And you start to forget about the things around you, the people around you, your health and everything else that you've got that we should be grateful for. It's easy to, not that we're ungrateful, it's just we don't realize all that we have. We don't realize just how successful you truly are in life by being healthy, by having your family, by having loved ones, by having friends, by having the opportunity to live, breathe, eat, and sleep. And because of that, we want to make sure that we understand that gratitude, being grateful for these things, will actually help you get back on track. Just like the quote says, when it makes fear disappear. Who's not going to freak out when your pipeline falls apart? Who's not going to freak out when you're just not getting the business that you were getting before? Who's not going to freak out when things aren't going right outside of work? But when you're grateful for the things that you have, that fear starts to dissipate and you're able to focus a little bit better. You're able to see things in a different light. You're able to make moves that are going to help you get back on track, that are going to help you accomplish the things that you're after. But it all starts with gratitude. Yes, fear is consuming. Fear can be overwhelming. But when you really stop to put thought into it, look, there's been plenty of times, when I was selling, just like you, or now, especially building the business, right? You think that going 7 months without any sort of income coming in, that didn't strike any fear in me. Believe me, there was a lot of fear. There was tons of fear. But the whole time, not only did I have the passion and the purpose behind it, but I was grateful for the opportunity to do the things that I was doing. I was grateful for the opportunity to learn the things I was learning along the way. Because look, I'll tell you this much. Even if manufactured home sales mastery, check that out, by the way. All right. Even if manufactured home sales mastery did not let's say it didn't make it through. Let's say for some reason we had to shut the doors somewhere between now and the future. Everything that I learned from that, everything that I learned and how to create, start that business, everything that I learned from website development to funnels to just different strategies will help me in whatever I decide to do next if it didn't work out. Now, my whole plan, believe me, I'm 100% committed to making this thing work out. We're going to make it work out, right? But what I'm telling you is I'm grateful for all of the opportunities. I'm grateful for everything that I've learned. I'm grateful for all the relationships that we've made, that I've made, the people that I've met. There's been some fantastic people that I've met within the industry that I would have never met had I stayed as a general manager over at Titan Factory Direct and just kept my career going that way. So I'm grateful for all those things. And even in spite of the fear, even now, believe me, man, we're always 1 week away from having to shut the doors. That's just the reality of it for right now. We're approaching 2 years of business. That's nothing. That's a few days in life when it comes to a business life, right? And so, I was talking to the team just this past week and telling them, look, we're a good 2 to 3 years away from having solid, uh, a solid client list, business, thriving business that is operating smoothly on its own. Between now and then, we are all committed to just doubling down on what we're doing. But it's that gratitude that gets us through, because there are stressful days. There's a lot of stressful days in this business. And I'm sure just like for you. So like Tony Robbins says, when you're grateful, fear disappears and abundance appears. So when the fear disappears, when you can push the fear out of the way, because and when you're stressing out, you're not thinking about anything except for that thing that is stressing you out. When you can let that fear dissipate, when you can move the fear out of the way, when you remove the fear, you're able to focus on the steps that you need to take in order to solve the problem, move forward, grow the business, grow your pipeline. So start with gratitude. Simple things, your health, whatever it is that you're living in. Man, look, I've lost everything twice. I've lost everything twice in my life. I've been homeless twice in my life, and but it was all because of risks that I took, and I was completely okay with those risks, you know. But even at the time when I started in this industry back in 2009, a lot of folks don't know this. Some of you do, but when I started in the industry in 2009, for the first 3 months, I lived out of my truck. Okay, I so when I tell you, look, be grateful for your health, be grateful for where you're living, even if you're living in a vehicle. Okay, be grateful for the fact that you've got that vehicle to keep you somewhat sheltered, right? But I did. I lived out of my truck the first 3 months. I would sleep in the office without anybody there knowing. I'd go to the gym down the road and I'd shower there and change. That's the level. That's. I'm not even telling you that's the level of commitment you've got to have, but that's the level of just commitment you need to have to yourself. That you're not going to let anything stand in your way, folks. There's so many people that have so much less. There's so many people struggling through so many more things, bigger, deeper things than what you are. And so we should be grateful for those things that we do have, even if it's just a few things. Be grateful for those, breathe them in, smile, and pray, give thanks for the fact that you've got that. And that's going to remove that fear. That's going to help you focus on the things that you need to do. So the same thing, I'll give you that example. I'll go back to what I was talking about. I was living out of my truck, right? The first 3 months I was in this business. I was grateful for the fact that I could sleep a few nights in the office. And I already had the plan. Slept in the office. I'd go to the gym in the morning. I'd get changed. I had a closet. I had one of those portable closets you could buy at Target. I went and bought one and put one in one of the sheds that we had there at the office. And that's where I had my clothes. I'd get my clothes. I'd go change. I'd come back. And the fact that I had that allowed me to focus in on the work that needed to be done to pull myself out of that. Fast forward 15, 16 years, 15 years now, things are much different. But there's always problems. There's been other situations in between then and now that we've had to deal with. And same thing, when those problems appear, we've got to focus in, be grateful for the things we do have, and have the knowledge that this isn't going to kill you. It's not going to kill you. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is that you do. I don't care whatever the problem is. It's not going to kill you. You hear all this noise and this news about people that do some very, very bad things to themselves or to other people. And I just stop to think to myself, like, there's nothing that bad. There's nothing that bad that requires people to do that kind of thing. It's just they don't stop and realize just how much they do have to be grateful for. I mean, if I had nothing else and could just see that view and what God has created, that right then and of itself would also be something to be grateful for. I mean, the fact that we get to live in something, I don't know if you can see it with the sun glaring here, but oh my gosh, it is gorgeous out here. So, my friends, I'm telling you right now, what do you have? Or I'm asking you, I should say, what do you have to be grateful for? Okay. Even if you are sick, if you're watching this, you're alive. Man, you're alive. And just like Gary Vee says, right? We should be grateful for the fact that we were born. We should be grateful for the fact we were born. No matter your situation, you should be grateful for the fact you were born because you could not have been. There's a 1 in 42, I don't know if it's 42 million, 42 billion chance, whatever it is it says, but when you stop to think about it, you could not be here. So the fact that you are here, alive, breathing, maybe your life sucks, maybe you lost everything just like I have twice in my life, maybe you don't know where you're going to go to next. Stop for a moment and realize you're alive, you're breathing, you're able to see the things in front of you, and you can pull yourself out of this. So when you can trade your expectations for appreciation, just like Tony Robbins says, everything changes. There's been a lot of struggles in our business as we've been growing it, and there's been a lot of frustrations. There's been a lot of stress, a lot of worry. My family, a lot of times, my wife and I had plenty of conversations about these things. What's going to happen with this, and what's going to happen to? I don't know. I honestly don't know. And man, I'll be frank. You know, there'd be times where she would ask me, "Well, aren't you worried? Aren't you scared?" I know that it's going to work out. I know that it's going to work out because I'm putting in the work. And as long as you know that you're putting in the work, understand that it's going to work out. And the reason you're going to put in the work is when it all starts with gratitude. Gratitude leads to success, and that's why you need to establish gratitude in your life. So on this Sunday recharge, take some time, make a list of yourself of all the things that you should be grateful for, that you can be grateful for, that you are grateful for. And if you haven't made your goals for 2025 yet, I would encourage you to make that list of what you're grateful for, and also knock out your goals today. Knock out your goals and just use this as momentum to go and attack starting tomorrow, Monday, when you get back into the office, or today if you're going to the office. I don't know. I understand Wednesday is Christmas. Look, it's one day, guys. It's one day. If you're trying to build something huge, if you're needing to rebuild something, then you need to attack. You need to go ahead and attack. You need to make sure that every day right now, and I don't care, even on Christmas, I'm going to be working here. I'll be right here. You know what? If you guys want to work together on Christmas, reach out, send a message, comment below, and we'll live stream together and we'll put in the work together. You need some help working through some things, man, I'm going to be here. It's going to be a little bit slower, so let's go. That's my commitment to you right now. You need help putting your goals together for next year, for 2025. I don't care what industry you're in. If you're manufacturing home industry, the manufacturing home industry, of course, I'm here for you. But anybody and everybody watching this, I don't care what it is. If you want somebody to work through some stuff with you this week, reach out. Let's do it together. We'll work it out somehow, man. We'll make the time and we'll make it happen. That's my commitment to all of you out there. I don't care who it is. Let's get it done. All right. Because you'll inspire me at the same time. And that's what it's about. So with that being said, folks, hey, by the way, check it out. All right. Yeah. Hey, and if you didn't notice, whatever platform you're watching this on, go back a couple of days and check out the post from, I think it was 2 days ago, we got something very special we're going to announce this coming week that you are going to be able to use if you're in manufactured home sales. It's going to change your career. It's going to make your life so much easier, your daily life so much easier. Go back and check it out. We've got the 2025 Path to Mastery Planner coming out this week, man. It is industry specific. It is going to take your life and your business, your career to a whole new level. You're going to be able to track everything on a daily basis, just as it applies to manufactured home sales. I'm excited about it. You should be excited about it too. And we got some other stuff coming along as well. But that's the main thing right now as we get into 2025. You guys have a great Sunday. Go out and do great things. Make your list of what you're grateful for and also plan out your goals. And if you need us, we're right here. You guys have a great Sunday. We'll be talking soon. And as always, folks, as I like to say, make sure, oh, where'd you go? There you are. There you are. There you are. There
Gratitude.
You are.
Gratitude.
That's right,
Brian
Reese.
Reese.
You guys have a fantastic Sunday. And as always, I can't wait to meet you.